ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಸರಿ, ನಾವು ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋಣ.
ಓಕೆ.
ಓಕೆ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ನಾರಾಯಣಂ ನಮಸ್ಕೃತ್ಯಂ ನರಂ ಚೈವ ನರೋತ್ತಮಂ ದೇವೀಂ ಸರಸ್ವತಿಂ ವ್ಯಾಸಂ ತತೋ ಜಯಮುದೀರಯೇತ್. ನಷ್ಟಪ್ರಾಯೇಷು ಅಭದ್ರೇಷು ನಿತ್ಯಂ ಭಾಗವತ ಸೇವಯ ಭಗವತೆ ಉತ್ತಮ ಶ್ಲೋಕೆ ಭಕ್ತಿರ್ಭವತಿ ನೈಷ್ಟಕಿ. ಮೂಕಂ ಕರೋತಿ ವಾಚಾಲಂ ಪಂಗುಂ ಲಂಘಯತೆ ಗಿರಿಂ ಯತ್ಕೃಪಾತಮಹಂ ವಂದೇ ಶ್ರೀಗುರುಂ ದೀನತಾರಿಣಂ ಚೈತನ್ಯಮೀಶ್ವರಂ. ಓಂ ಅಜ್ಞಾನತಿಮಿರಂಧಸ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನಾಂಜನಾಶಲಾಕಯ ಚಕ್ಷುರುನ್ಮಿಲಿತಂ ಯೇನ ತಸ್ಮೈ ಶ್ರೀಗುರುವೇ ನಮಃ. ನಮಃ ಓಂ ವಿಷ್ಣುಪಾದಾಯ ಕೃಷ್ಣಪೃಷ್ಠಾಯ ಭೂತಲೆ ಶ್ರೀಮತೆ ಭಕ್ತಿವೇದಾಂತ ಸ್ವಾಮಿನಿತಿ ನಾಮಿನೆ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರಸ್ವತೆ ದೇವೆ ಗೌರವಾಣಿ ಪ್ರಚಾರಿಣಿ ನಿರ್ವಿಶೇಷ ಶೂನ್ಯವಾದಿ ಪಾಶ್ಚಾತ್ಯ ದೇಶತಾರಿಣಿ. ಜಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಪ್ರಭು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶ್ರೀ ಅದ್ವೈತ ಗದಾಧರ ಶಿವಾಸದಿ ಗೌರ ಭಕ್ತ ವೃಂದ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ, ಹರೇ ರಾಮ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ. Hare Krishna. So welcome all for Brajamandala pastimes. I think last week we missed it. So we'll continue our discussion. Anyone remembers any points from the last week before? If you remember, please unmute. Otherwise, we'll go on.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Last I have noted down. Last I have noted down on 22nd, 11/24.
Oh.
22nd of November.
Correct. After that, we didn't have.
Then I have some points. Vrindavan, holy land of Mathura. Just by hearing and learning Vrajamandala, highly auspicious. Akbar was requested to stop killing animals in the province of Mathura. Till today, it is not implemented. I think I am correct. Mathura and Vrindavana, eternal attachment with Lord Krishna. Vrindavana Vasis never felt separation with Lord Krishna. Srila Prabhupada also expressed his eternal attachment with Vrindavana. Wherever he traveled, the mood must be realized by devotees. Vrindavana is in material world, but came down from spiritual world. 60 billion sacred places are existing in Vrindavana. And Vrindavana Kunda is always glorified with eternal pastimes of Radha Krishna.
Radha Kunda, Krishna Sham Kunda, right?
Radha Kunda and Shama Kunda, correct.
Yeah.
That is I mean to say Vrindavana Kunda. Okay. Bhakti is from heart, not from mind. Love is also from heart, not from the mind. And Vaidi Bhakti, Raga Bhakti. We must develop that mood. We must be careful not to commit any Dhamma Aparatha. Then develop the mood of hearing Dhamma and name, fame. Vrindavana Vasis know only Radha Krishna. Any difficulty, they call Krishna. Rupa Goswami's statement of glorification on Vrindavana. Vrindavana Krishna takes away all contamination from heart. All opulences are exhibited by Krishna in Vrindavan. Accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. six opulences, beauty, strength, wealth, knowledge, fame, and renunciation. Brahmana Shiva story that Sanatana Goswami, most
Goswami, yeah.
valuable wealth in the roadside
Touchstone.
dustbin, Chintamani, touchstone. Halfway he comes back and after realizing such a this thing, why he is thrown in the dustbin and come back and inquired why such valuable Chintamani is in the dustbin thrown and he has been asked to throw that Chintamani in Yamuna river, then come back, I will give you more precious than that Chintamani. Then he gave the Mahamantra, the most potent Vrajamandala holy name, and Vrindavana cows, Kamadhenu, all spiritual desires are fulfilled in Vrindavana. That much I have noted down.
Thank you, Prabhu. So nice. Okay, we'll continue our reading.
Yeah.
So there are 12 forests in Vrindavan, or Vrajamandala, not Vrindavan. Vrindavan is one of the forest. There are 12 main forests in Vijayamandala area. On the eastern side of Yamuna are 5 forests called Badravana, Bilvana or Belvana, Lohavana or Lavana, Bandirvana, and Mahavana. This is the one side of the river Yamuna. Another side, the western side, there is 7 forests, which are Madhuvana, Talavana, Kumudavana, Bahulavana, and Kamyavana, Kadiravana, and Vrindavana. Vrindavana is in the western side of Yamuna. Of the 12 main forests of Vrindavan is considered the most important, and there are 12 forest visits in Vrajamandala Parikrama. So when we do normally Vrajamandala Parikrama, we cover this 12 forest, whereas Vrindavana Parikrama is only that one forest, Vrindavana Parikrama. The Vaishnava Acharyas have named about 137 forests in the Vraja. Sri Narayana Bhatta Goswami states that 58 forests combine to make up Krishna's transcendental body. See how nicely narration he gives. The 58 forests, they combine together, they make Krishna's body. So Kumudavana, Talavana the Vrindavana is a head, Kumudavana, Talavana is his chest, Bahulavana and Mahavana is arms, and Nandagram is fingers, and Bandiravana is feet. Like you can see in Bhagavatam also, there is a narration how the different cantos is compared to his body. Here also, the Brija Mandala is compared to his body. So we'll get into details of this each forest in the coming days. Each forest will discuss what happened, what are the glories of this forest. So next talks about Krishna, the Supreme Personality Godhead. So all these forests are the Vanas are famous because Krishna did his pastimes there. Otherwise, they have no much significance. So because various pastimes of Krishna happen these places, that's why even today, there's thousands of people go there. Even out of that, it's only ISKCON people are 99% are ISKCON people. Because of Prabhupada's has made these places so famous. Worldwide people are coming, travelers are coming, tourists are visiting those places. Otherwise, those places are kind of village. Nobody will go. Because Prabhupada has glorified these places. Even today, thousands of people are coming. Krishna is a supreme personality Godhead and appears on earth once in a day of Lord Brahma or once ever 43 billion, 20 million years. He is the source of Lord Vishnu and who is the source of all other incarnation. This is a statement is made here. Krishna appears one day of Brahma. Happen? Anyone? Volunteers, please. No? Okay. So we have 4 yugas: Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. So we are in Kali Yuga. The time period of Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years, out of which only 5,000 odd periods are finished. Now still 4,27,000 or 4,26,000 odd years left for Kali Yuga. So Kali Yuga is 4,32,000, and next is a Dwapara Yuga. Dwapara Yuga is a double of Kali Yuga. So 4,32,000 into 2, which is 8,64,000. And Treta Yuga is 3 times of Kali Yuga, 4,32,000 into 3, which is around 1,700,000, 1,200,000 years. And Satya Yuga is Kali Yuga into 4. So 4,32,000 into 4, which is 1,700,000 years. So together, the 4 yuga is 1 yuga cycle, which is around 4,300,000 years. Now, this is the 1 yuga cycle. Like that, 1,000 yuga cycle is Brahma's 1 day. Day means 12 hours. So this 4 yugas into 1,000 times. That is 1 day of Brahma. And which is around 43 million billion for 20 million years. Like that, he has got a night, another. So it's around 80 billion and something comes. And like that, he has got 1 month, 1 year, and like that, 100 years. This is the Brahma's lifetime. So here, Krishna appears every day of Brahma. And it's mentioned here that Krishna is a source of Vishnu, and who is the source of all other incarnation. So this is another point. Generally, we have a kind of a discussion saying that who is coming first, Krishna or Vishnu? Is Vishnu is the avatar of Krishna, or Krishna is avatar of Vishnu? Who is origin? So if you go back to Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam talks about Krishna is a Supreme Personality Godhead. Like Bhagavatam says, Yetecha kalapamsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So he is the source of everything. Everything comes from him. So Bhagavatam says that from Krishna, Balram comes. Balram, the 4 Vasudeva, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, and Sankarsana. And from that, Narayana. From that Narayana, again Vasudeva, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Sankarsana comes. From there, Mahavishnu comes. That Mahavishnu, from that Mahavishnu, Garbhadaka Vishnu, Kshirodaka Vishnu comes. This is the expansion process happens. So Vishnu is coming from Krishna. But at the same time, we need not worry too much, because there are people unnecessarily arguing, not required. Vishnu and Krishna, one way, non-different, because it's very close. But the source is Krishna. That's what here mentioned, that the source of Vishnu is Krishna, and so source of all other incarnation is Vishnu. So that's how it gains. So further it says, since Krishna is the source of all avatars, incarnations, therefore all the different avatars are present in Krishna. When Krishna incarnates, all the features of the other incarnations are already present within. Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 8th chapter, 13th verse, purport Srila Prabhupada writes. So since all the avatars coming from Krishna, all the avatars already inside the Krishna's body. So there is no separate existence for that. So he says he is a source of, Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabho mattha sarvam pravartate. He says, I am the source of everything, and everything comes from me. So Krishna himself declares, and Vyasadeva declares, and all the acharyas confirm that Krishna is the virgin. Further, his complexion is blackish and like color of a new rain cloud. He stands threefold, beginning, bending form, dancing and playing on his flute. On the altar, many times he will be with his consort, Radha. His paintings, in paintings, he will be seen dancing with the covered girls, gopis, playing with the covered boys, or as Arjuna's charioteer on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So Krishna is depicted in different places, different way. So he is in Tribhanga form, three-bending form, or maybe in like in Bhagavad Gita, he is speaking to Arjuna, or he will be like along with his consort, Radha, or many of these forms. But all these forms are non-different Krishna. We don't have to differentiate whether you worship Gopala, worship Krishna, or Gopinath, Keshava, different names of Krishna. So we don't have to differentiate much on that. So Prabhupada, in this further writes that he killed the evil king Kansa and many other demons to protect his devotees. He is a speaker of Bhagavad Gita. So it's just explaining about who is Krishna. So we know the pastime how Krishna or Kamsa, when he is driving chariot of his sister Devaki after his marriage, how he got Akashvani. Because the Akashvani said that the eighth son of your sister Devaki will kill you. Krishna, the Kamsa wanted to kill Devaki, but somehow Vasudeva saved. So Vasudeva gave promise that whatever we get a child, I'll give you. So because that promise, Kamsa released. But after that, when Narada Muni came and said that don't believe these devatas, they are kind of representative of Lord Vishnu. So anytime they can come and kill you. So Kamsa arrested again Vasudeva and Devaki. In the jail, Devaki gave birth to 6 children. Each one, Vasudeva came and gave it to Kamsa. Kamsa killed them. The 7th one is transferred to Rohini's womb. And later we know that when 8th one is appeared, Krishna. Krishna was asked to move him to Gokul, where Vasudeva carried Krishna to Gokul, and where Yashodamaya gave birth to the girl, and that girl was brought here. So Kamsa could not kill that girl also. That's a pastime. So here it says that Krishna face is decorated with ornaments such as earrings resembling sharks, and Krishna's ears are beautiful, his cheeks are brilliant, and Krishna's smiling is attractive to everyone. Krishna's face, body, satisfying for everyone to see. So Krishna name itself says all attractive, is attracting everyone, even birds or animals or human, anybody for that matter. That's why he is called Krishna. So Krishna's pastimes talks about here. Krishna was born of Vasudeva and Devaki while they were in prison, Mathura. They were imprisoned because their 8th son, Krishna, was destined to kill Kamsa. Because the evil king Kamsa wanted to kill Krishna, he was transferred to Gokul to be looked after by his foster parents Nanda and Yashoda. As I said, he was transferred to Yashoda's place. Krishna killed many demons sent by King Kamsa. To kill him, such as Putana, Trinavrata, Agasura, Aristasura, Kesi. He also had many pastimes with the covered boys and cows and gopis. So this briefly is talking about his pastimes and how many demons he killed. He then went to Mathura to kill the king Kansa. He stayed Mathura until he was 28. At the age of 28, he moved to Dwaraka. In Dwaraka, he married 16,108 wives. He became charioteer of Arjuna in the battle of Kurukshetra. So briefly, it talks about his pastimes. Now we'll move forward. Deities carved by Vajranabha. Vajranabha, the great grandson of Krishna. So Krishna's son Pradyumna, Pradyumna's son Aniruddha, Aniruddha's son is Vajranabha. Vajranabha, after Krishna left, he excavated many places and also carved many deities resembling Krishna's pastimes. So here it's mentioned. It is said that Vajranabha, the great grandson of Krishna, had 16 deities carved. He said to have had these deities carved 100 years after disappearance of Lord Krishna. It said that these deities were carved from rare imperishable stones called Brija. He established hundreds of temples and deities and excavated kundas in the Brija area. Vajranabha was the son of Aniruddha. Aniruddha's father was Pradyumna, the first son born of Krishna and Rukmini. So Krishna and Rukmini's son Pradyumna, Pradyumna's son Aniruddha, Aniruddha's son was Vajranabha, who established many temples in and around Vijayamandala. The four presiding deities of Vijayamandala are Sri Haridev in Govardhan, Keshavadev in Mathura, Baladev of Dauji in Beldio, and Govindadev in Vrindavan, who has now been moved to Jaipur. So now we can see so many deities, and some of the deities are not there now because of the Mughals' attack. So Brahmanas, the pujaris, took the deities to the Jaipur, because that time Jaipur was ruled by Hindu king. So to protect, they carried all the deities to Rajasthan or near Jaipur. So there are talks about the four Brajamandalas. Then talks about two Naths. Srinathji, many would have heard of Srinathji, who was originally Govardhana and now in the town of Nathdwar, which is near Udaipur, Rajasthan, and Sri Gopinath is now in Jaipur. So Srinathji has gone to Udaipur and Govind gone to Jaipur. The two Gopalas are Gopinath, and who is now in Jaipur, Mohana, who is now in town of Karoli, Rajasthan, and Sakshi Gopal, who is now in the town of Sakshi Gopal, Orissa, near Puri. So we know the pastime of Gopinath and Gopal. Madhavendra Puri, the great Acharya, great devotee of the Lord, he got a dream, or Krishna came in the dream and told Madhavendra Puri, "Hey Madhavendra Puri, I'm stuck inside the mud here. I'm feeling so hot. Please take me out. I'm in the so-and-so place." He told exactly so-and-so place near Govardhan. So when he woke up from the dream, nobody was there. Immediately he called out all the villagers. He told them that Krishna has come to my dream and told me that he's stuck inside so-and-so place. So along with the villagers went and dig that place. He got that Gopal Murti. So he started worshipping and he did Abhisheka and offered all things and established a small temple there. So this worship was going on. After some time, again, Lord came in his dream and told, "Hey, Madhavendra, still my body there's a lot of heat." We know that Delhi, Vrindavan, summer will be very hot, winter will be very cold. So Lord told, "Hey, Madhavendra, I'm feeling so hot. Please get some chandan from Malaya and apply on my body." Malaya, I mean, that place near Jharkhand, the forest. So after getting this instruction, Madhavendra Puri left. He started walking towards the get the chandan. On the way, he near Gopinath temple, near I think that's a place in Orissa maybe. So that day when he was there, the pujari was taking some kheer to the Lord. So for a moment, Madhavendra Puri thought, if I also had some facilities, I could have made nice kheer like this and offer to the Lord. And he just had a small desire to taste that so that he could make such kheer. But immediately thought, what a mistake I'm doing it. This bhoga has to be taken to the Lord. The pujari is taking Lord. I'm desiring to taste it. No, it's my mistake. So he forgot about it. The pujari offered kheer in a different, the matka or the other pots to the Lord. And after that, the pujari took the prasad and locked the temple. He left. Then night, Lord came into the dream of Pujari and woke him up and said, "Hey, Pujari, I hidden one the kheer pot. Go to the temple, open the temple, and open it and give it to that Madhavendra Puri." So the Pujari woke from the sleep, came running to the temple, opened the door. He could see that one kheer pot behind the Lord's deity. So he took out as Lord is instructed him. He started going to the city asking, "Who is Madhavendra Puri?" He calling out, "Who is Madhavendra? Who is Madhavendra?" Lord has hidden, Lord has stolen a kheer pot for you. Where are you? So initially Madhavendra was saying, "Is he talking about me?" Or no, finally he realized, yes, it was for him. So the Pujari gave this pot and told, "This is Lord has stolen the kheer," because he had a small desire that, yes, I want to taste this kheer. So his desire also that I want to taste it and make nice kheer like this. It was not that I want to enjoy it. But the kheer came to Madhavendra Puri. Now, Madhavendra Puri started feeling that if the villagers come to know that Lord has stolen the kheer from me, I will become famous. They will come and started paying obeisance to me. No, I don't want that. He left the place. So that's why that Gopinath is called Kheer Chor Gopinath. So he went to the Malaya, collected the wood. Now Lord came and told the Madhavendra Puri, now you don't have to go all the way to Vrindavan or Govardhan, because in Govardhan Gopal told that you want the Chandan because body is heat. Now you are that Gopinath to who has stolen kheer for you. You and applied that deity because there's no difference me and him, because Krishna is same, the different deities. So that's how that pastime happens. Here also talks about Sakshi Gopal pastime. Many will be knowing it, but Sakshi Gopal pastime goes like this. Once the old Brahmana wanted to go to Vrindavan, because those days there is no train, bus, car, flight, so they have to walk or go in a bullock cart. So this old Brahmana was thinking that how can I go alone, because walking is such a distance. He was from near Orissa. So yeah, younger Brahmana offered to help him. He said, "My dear sir, I'll follow you. I'll help you. I'll cook for you. I'll wash your clothes. I'll take care of your necessary needs." So they came. They stayed in Vrindavan, visited all the places like we're talking about, 12 forest and all those things. So this older Brahmana was so happy, the service of the younger Brahmana. And one day, while talking, the old Brahmana said, "My dear boy, I'm so happy with your service. I will give my daughter as in marriage to you." So the younger boy said, no, how is that possible? You are a rich man. I'm a poor. So how can the relation can happen? Then the older Brahmana said, don't worry about the rich or poor. I'm telling you, I'll give my daughter in marriage to you. So then the Brahmana asked, whatever you said today, what is the witness? Who is Sakshi? Then that older Brahmana said, here is the Gopal standing, the Lord. He is Sakshi. I'm telling in his friend. So chapter is finished. They had all darshan. They came back to the village. After some time, now after coming back, this elder Brahmana went and told his wife that I had told this to the younger boy. Now the wife and his son, they all got annoyed. They said, how dare you do that? How can we give our daughter to that poor man? He's not qualified to marry. Or especially the son said, you cannot do this. Then the older Brahmana said, I already told. Now, if that young Brahmana comes, what do I tell him? Then their son said, don't worry. If he comes, tell him I have forgotten. I don't know what I said. Then I'll handle. So after some time, this younger boy comes because he waited for some time. He comes and asks, my dear sir, you promised that you'll give your daughter in marriage to me. Then as instructed by his son, the elder Brahmana said, "What? I don't remember anything." Then the younger son, the elder Brahmana's son, started chastising and attacking the younger boy, saying that, "How dare you? Because we are rich, you are after my sister." That boy said, "No, no, I never wanted that, but your father only promised." He said he doesn't remember. What is a witness? Who has seen what or heard your, what my father told? Then he said that Gopal deity has seen, or we have discussed in front of him. Then Brahmana's son said, "Oh, if that's the case, bring that Gopal here." Because he was thinking that deity, how can he come? Deity cannot come. So he said, "Bring that Gopal." Now younger Gopal comes back to Vrindavan, comes to the Gopal's temple. And in front of the Lord, he narrates what happens. And he tells to Gopal, "My dear Lord, you have to come now. You have to come and show or tell the Sakshi, the witness to that Brahmana that he has told like this." Now the deity started speaking. He said, "My dear boy, how can I walk? I'm a deity. I cannot walk so far." Then the younger Brahmana said, "My dear Lord, if you can talk, you can walk. So all this time I thought you are not talking. Now you are talking. So you can walk." See, this is where the faith comes. The deity is non-different from Krishna. Deity can eat, deity can see, deity can walk, deity can speak. So now the younger Brahmana said, "My dear Lord, you have to come." Then Lord said, "Okay, I'll keep walking. My ankle bell will be ringing, but you go front, I'll be back, but never turn back. If you turn back, I will stop there, I'll not move." So like this, they're walking. They reached somewhere near outside the village. So there, the younger Brahmana could not hear the ankle bell. So he turned back. So Lord stopped there. So then the younger Brahmana came to the village and told all the villagers, the panchayat. He said that Lord Gopal has come to give witness. They all went and saw, yes, Lord had come. So then the marriage happened. So this is Sakshi Gopal. The pastime of Sakshi Gopal, Madhavendra Puri is mentioned here. Finally, the 4 Mahadevs also is mentioned before moving to the next topic. The 4 Mahadevs deities are Lord Shiva, Chakleshwar Mahadev at Govardhan, Kameshwar Mahadev at Kamyavan, Bhuteshwar Mahadev at Mathura, and Gopeshwar Mahadev in Vrindavan. So Lord Shiva is guarding the 4 corners of Brajamandala at Govardhan, Kameshwar, and Mathura and Vrindavan. So the 4 corners he is guarding. And the 4 goddesses of carved in are Manasi Devi at Govardhan, Vrinda Devi at Kamyavan, and Patala Devi in Mathura, and Yogamaya Devi at Vrindavan. So these are the Parvati's or Durga's deities and Lord Shiva deities. Of course, Lord Shiva has so many pastimes. So we'll stop here today. Then any points, any questions, realization, or share, please go ahead. Quickly, anyone? Maybe start with Asha Mataji. Few points, whatever, share. Yeah. Then we can end here. Next week we discuss about the murtis. So these are the pastimes of Lord. So it will go on. We can keep on discussing. So as much devotees wants, we can at least it's my own selfishness. At least for this rate, I'll read. I can, speak something about the Lord. Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji, ಊಟ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಹೌದು.
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ?
Rice.
ಹೌದಾ? Very good.
Okay. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Brajamandala has 6 vanas on the eastern side and 7 on the western
5
side.
and 7. 12.
Okay, 5 and 7. And Vrindavana is the most holiest of all the vanas. 58 forests combined together is like
Krishna's body.
Krishna himself. All the vanas are famous as Krishna's pastimes happened in all the vanas. And Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. And he appears in one day of Brahma. And then I understood all the 4 yugas and how Kali Yuga is, how many years Kali Yuga and all those things. Krishna is the source of Vishnu. Then Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead, and there is no difference between Krishna and Vishnu because they are non-different. Krishna is the source of everything, and all avatars coming from him. So all avatars have Krishna within them. And I also understood it's very interesting. Deities are non-different from Krishna. It's not that they can eat, they can speak, they can do everything. That is very, very inspiring, Prabhuji, for today's class, from today's class.
Sure.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna and
Prabhuji.
Vishnu,
Hare
there is a
Krishna,
difference.
Prabhuji.
Yeah,
But-
Hare Krishna, Babuji. There is a little different. There is a 4 Leela, this one is only reserved for Krishna, not Vishnu. There's a little difference also, but at the same time, not different. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, others. Yeah, who else? Lakshmi Mataji. Anything?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
All incarnations present inside him.
Mm.
Lord Krishna. His complexion is blackish,
Mm.
and then the Tribhanga form. He is in the altar. His concert with Radha. He will be there, and then in Tribhanga form also we can see. In Bhagavad Gita, teaching to Arjuna form is we see his form.
Mm.
And wherever we see Krishna, whatever form, Krishna is equal in every form. He protects his devotees and kill the demons. And about Kamsa, Krishna's birth story is very well said, Prabhuji. And then Krishna's face, it was decorated with ornaments and meaning. Krishna means one who is very attractive or all attractives. Krishna means all, he attracts all. And then he is transferred to Gokula.
Mm.
Nanda Maharaja's under Nanda Maharaja he grew, and then cows and gopis were always with him, and he in the birth and in the very small stage itself he killed all the demons, and then he went to Mathura to kill Kamsa, and I wrote very fastly shorthand type only ನಾನು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
Mhm.
Sorry, Prabhuji, sometimes if it is.
No problem.
And then 28 years he moved to Dwaraka. And then about deities. Krishna's son Pradyumna, his son Aniruddha, his son Vajranabha. He carved the deities of Krishna's pastimes. 16 deities he has carved. 100 years after the death of, after the, what to say, not death. Disappearance of Krishna. He, Vajranabha excavated so many kundas in Vrajabhumi. And then that 4 names are said: Hari Deva, Keshava Deva, Baladeva, and Govinda Deva. Last one, Govinda Deva, is in Jaipur now. And then about Srinath and Gopinath. Srinath is in Dwaraka and Gopinath is in Jaipur. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. And then about the story of Madhavendra Puri. And then about Sakshi Gopal. Everything is very well explained, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. Who else? Mariappan Prabhu, anything you want to say?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Today's class is very fast. So many, lot of information. could hardly record a few things. 12 forests in one side of Yamuna River and
5
7
and
forests,
7. 1, 5 in one side, 7 in one side.
5 forests in one side, and 58 forests combined together form transcendental body of Lord Krishna, and all pastimes happened in these forests. And Krishna appears one day of Brahma
Brahma.
Brahma in and you are highlighting about duration of Kali Yuga and Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Satya Yuga. Hardly I could imagine, because the head is whirling to imagine about the duration. Krishna is the source of all avatar. This is confirmed by Vyasadeva and all acharyas. Krishna killed kings and many demons to protect the devotees. And Krishna is ever beautiful. Beauty means Krishna. And Krishna moved to Dwaraka at the age of 28. And Vajranabha, great grandson of Krishna, established many temples in Vrajamandala to protect deities from the Islamic kingdom. All deities have been shifted to Jaipur and Udaipur and Orissa. And Madhavpuri dream about this Gopal Murti, and near Jharkhand, Chandan, to cool down the body of Gopal Murti. He and that story I could not record. I must read some scriptures. And Sakshi Gopal story also highlighted by our children in our this thing, that Krishna Janmashtami Day. Very interesting story. From that we can understand the faith on deity and Lord is non-different. And so how much we develop the faith, that much this thing we can get our relationship with Lord. That clearly shows that small doubt also will make us to fall down. So complete faith with Lord will enable us to build up our relationship. And that much I have understood.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Raghuram Prabhu, want to say anything?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Prabhu. Or Rajaratnam Prabhu, I'm sorry, sir.
Prabhu, actually, Krishna's pastimes and Krishna Katha can be heard at any point of time. You will get mesmerized in all these things. You can keep talking, you can repeat the things. You will not have any preference. You will keep listening and you forget everything. That is the kind of things. Even Krishna has left Dwapara Yuga, he has left and Kali Yuga started. But anyway, he has come into the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. So I think we need to concentrate more on this Srimad Bhagavatam, and the further Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has made avatar past 500 years back. So we need to concentrate more on those things, and we need to improve, and we have to develop our attitude toward improving the Krishna consciousness. That's what I feel, because we can keep talking all those, even we can repeat all those Krishna Katha. Anybody will sit and listen. You will forget the timings, everything. So that is what my understanding as such.
Sure. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Kokila Mataji, anything? Uma Shankar Prabhu.
Thank you for the question. Everything Krishna first ends, so it can be heard at any point of time. And whoever questions that whether Lord is there or not, but those two stories of Sakti Gopal and Madhavendra Puri, this Kirtan Gopinath, it actually is proof that God is always is there.
Thank you very much. Shruti Mataji, anything?
No, Prabhuji, nothing. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so thank you all for joining. We'll see you next Friday. We'll continue our Krishna Katha. Of course, Monday to Thursday, as Rajarathan Prabhu said, we'll release Bhagavatam. Friday, for a change, we'll release Krishna Katha. Hare Krishna. So we'll
Hare
end it.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripasindhuvya patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की विजयमंडल कथा की जाए, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जाए. I'll end here now.
Thank you for the class, Hare